Do you wake up with your knees feeling locked? Are your fingers stiff, your hips achy, or your ankles as heavy as if you're carrying sandbags? If you've ever thought, "It must be my age," you might want to think again. The real culprit could be what you're putting on your plate every day, even if you believe you're eating healthily. In this video, you'll find out exactly which 3 vegetables could be making your joint pain worse, and which ones you should swap in so you can move more freely, safely, and confidently in the weeks ahead. Stick around until the end, because you'll hear the story of a simple dietary swap that transformed the daily life of someone in their 70s, and it could transform yours too. No expensive medications, no fad diets, just smart, effective choices. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our upcoming videos full of practical tips for aging with health, balance, and freedom. And drop a comment below to let me know, where are you watching from? If any questions pop up while you're watching, don't be shy. Ask away in the comments. Your question might be exactly what someone else is wondering, and I personally respond to every single comment. Did you know that eggplant, a dish that seems so healthy, whether grilled, sautéed, or even roasted, might actually be harming your joints? Sounds surprising, right? Yet many of my patients walk into my office convinced they're making good food choices and still complain of the same aches: stiffness upon waking, locked up joints, creaky knees, aching hips. And one ingredient that keeps showing up in their diets is eggplant. Eggplant belongs to a family of vegetables known as nightshades. That name might sound fancy, but you're probably familiar with some of its members: tomatoes, bell peppers, potatoes. They all share a natural compound called solanine. Plants use solanine to fend off pests and insects. In our bodies, especially after age 60, it can act like a tiny irritant. In some people, solanine can trigger low-level inflammation, and that's where the trouble begins. It builds up slowly, so you don't notice it right away. Over time, though, your joints grow more sensitive and painful, and your body responds with stiffness and discomfort. It's that glued to the mattress feeling when you get out of bed, or your knees crying uncle every time you climb stairs. That's not to say eggplant is poisonous. For many folks, it flies under the radar with no issue at all. But if you already experience frequent joint pain, have been diagnosed with arthritis or osteoarthritis, or have a history of joint inflammation, eggplant could be quietly adding fuel to the fire. I remember one patient, Mrs. Lucia, 68 years old. Every night she'd whip up grilled eggplant, thinking she was doing the healthiest thing. Yet her hip was rigid in the morning, long walks were a struggle, and her fingers ached when she knitted. We tried a simple experiment. No eggplant for 3 weeks. That was it, and guess what? Her symptoms eased. She told me, "Doc, I thought it was just my age, but now it feels like I'm walking on air." Simple swaps like this can pack a powerful punch. Sometimes what's making your pain worse isn't what you need to add to your diet. It's what you don't yet realize you should stop eating, and that's exactly why we're here today. Do you regularly cook with green bell peppers? Whether in stir-fries, salads, or stuffed, they add color and flavor and seem totally harmless, right? But here's something few people realize. Green bell peppers could be sabotaging your joint health, especially if you already feel pain, stiffness, or discomfort when you move. Like eggplant, green bell peppers belong to the nightshade family. But in this case, it's not solanine that's the main culprit. It's another compound called lectins. You may not have heard of lectins before, but they're natural proteins plants use to defend themselves against insects and animals. In our bodies, particularly as we get older, these lectins can irritate the lining of the gut. And what does that have to do with your joints? Let me explain. When your gut is chronically irritated, its barrier becomes more permeable. That means tiny particles that would normally be blocked start leaking into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees them as invaders and reacts, triggering a low-grade chronic inflammation. That inflammation doesn't stay confined to your gut. it reaches your nerves and joints too. The result? That nagging pain in your hands that comes and goes, stiffness in your ankles, a knee that swells one day and feels fine the next. Many people blame it on getting older or the weather changing, when really it's your own body reacting to foods it can no longer process well. Green bell peppers are especially tricky because they're just the unripe versions of red, yellow, or orange peppers. They haven't developed their full complement of antioxidants, like vitamin C and beta-carotene, so they're harder to digest and less nourishing. I've had many patients who eliminated green peppers for just 2 or 3 weeks and noticed big improvements, less bloating, more energy on their walks, and, most importantly, much less joint pain. It's not a cure-all, of course, but it's a simple tweak that can make a world of difference. So if you find yourself feeling stuck when you get out of bed, or you've wondered why your legs feel heavy for no reason, it's worth rethinking green bell peppers. Try swapping them for red or yellow peppers instead. They're sweeter, packed with antioxidants, and much gentler on your system. Have you ever thought of tomatoes as the ultimate healthy staple? Tossed in salads, stirred into sauces, served as a side. They're almost a default for anyone looking for something light and nutritious. But here's something that might surprise you. Tomatoes, despite their healthy reputation, can be one of the silent culprits behind your joint pain. Sure, you've heard that tomatoes are loaded with vitamin C and lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. That's true. But tomatoes are also part of the same nightshade family as eggplant and bell peppers, which means they contain solanine, a natural plant defense compound that can trigger inflammation in some people. When solanine enters the body of someone with sensitive joints, arthritis, osteoarthritis, or recurring aches, it can fan the flames of inflammation, especially in those joints. The sneakiest part, you don't notice it right away. Instead, you wake up with stiffer mornings, itchier fingers, more trouble climbing stairs, or swelling in your hands or feet, and you chalk it up to just getting older. But it might not be just age. Frequent tomato consumption, especially in more acidic or concentrated forms like jarred sauces and tomato paste, can keep that inflammatory process running over time. Those products often pack extra sodium and hidden sugars, which only worsen your body's inflammatory response. So here's a simple, safe experiment. Remove tomatoes from your diet for 10 to 15 days. That's it. No tomatoes in salads, sauces, soups, or snacks. Then take note. Many people come back saying they felt real relief. Their knees ache less, their fingers aren't as stiff, and climbing stairs feels more natural. We're not here to demonize any food, but it's crucial to recognize that what worked for you in the past might not work as well now. Our bodies change over time, and it's up to you to listen to what yours is telling you. And now that we've covered the foods you might want to avoid, let's get to the most important part, the foods you should add to your plate. Next up, we'll dive into the vegetables that support your joints, bring lightness to your steps, and comfort to your movements. If you're not eating kale regularly, adding it to your diet could be one of the single most impactful changes for your joint health. Kale is a dark, leafy green loaded with nutrients that go straight to where your body needs them most, reducing inflammation, strengthening bones, and supporting the tissues around your joints. It's an excellent source of vitamin K, vitamin C, calcium, and magnesium. Here's why that matters. Vitamin K is crucial for bone health. It helps build and maintain bone density. When your bones are strong, your joints bear less stress. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant that fights inflammation and promotes collagen production, which keeps your joints flexible and well lubricated. Kale also provides calcium, a fundamental mineral for keeping bones sturdy and preventing joint wear, and magnesium, which relaxes muscles, eases cramps, and improves circulation. Good blood flow is essential for nourishing your joints. What's really special is how these nutrients work together. It's not just one benefit or another. You're creating a natural shield for your joints. Kale helps tamp down low-grade inflammation that causes pain and stiffness, enhances the quality of your connective tissues, the fibers that hold your bones together, and supports stable, comfortable movement. I like to call kale a silent partner. It doesn't make a fuss or have a strong flavor, but it's working behind the scenes every day to keep you standing tall and moving freely. Many of my patients who started including kale daily, whether in green smoothies, lightly sautéed or mixed into salads, report not only better mobility, but also improved mood, more energy, and smoother digestion. The key is consistency. You don't need to go overboard. Just one serving a day can make a difference over time. Before long, you'll notice it when you get out of bed with ease, walk without that weighted knee feeling, and go about your day without having to pause for joint pain. Broccoli is familiar to many, but few truly appreciate how beneficial it can be, especially if you have arthritis, osteoarthritis, or constant joint aches. Broccoli is more than just a side dish. It's a natural protector for your body, and here's why. Inside broccoli lives a compound called sulforaphane. The name might sound complex, but its effect is easy to grasp. It reduces inflammation and combats oxidative stress, one of the drivers of joint wear and tear over the years. Sulforaphane works directly at the cellular level, shutting down inflammatory agents like a fire extinguisher inside your body. Broccoli is also rich in vitamin C, which supports collagen production, and it contains vitamin K, calcium, and fiber. This nutrient combo helps shield your bones, strengthen the muscles around your joints, and improve your range of motion. It's as if your body starts functioning more in sync, with less pain and more stability. There's more. Broccoli helps balance blood sugar, which is crucial because high glucose levels can trigger inflammation, harming nerves and joints. In other words, broccoli isn't just about relief, it's preventive too. Preparation matters. To preserve broccoli's benefits, steam it or sauté it lightly in a drizzle of olive oil. Avoid overcooking or boiling it for long periods, since that can degrade the sulforaphane, its star ingredient. Many of my older patients report that after adding a serving of broccoli to lunch or dinner, they notice in just a few weeks that their knees are less swollen, their fingers less stiff, and their movements more confident. It's a change you feel from the inside out. Broccoli is affordable, easy to prepare, and most importantly, works cumulatively. The more consistently you eat it, the more your body responds. And that response is simple: less pain, better control of your movements, and greater freedom. If you're one of the many people who keep spinach on hand but don't give it much thought, you're missing out. Spinach is one of the best vegetables you can eat to protect your joints and restore the quality of your movements, especially as you get older. So what makes spinach so special? First, it's loaded with natural nitrates. These nitrates help dilate your blood vessels, improving circulation throughout your body, including the tissues around your joints. Better blood flow means more oxygen, and nutrients reach your muscles, ligaments, and cartilage. The result? Greater flexibility, less stiffness, and faster recovery after any physical activity, even a simple walk around the block. Spinach is also packed with magnesium, a mineral many of us don't get enough of. Magnesium helps relax muscles, ease cramps, and relieve those mysterious aches. It also supports healthy nerve function, which sharpens your coordination and reaction time, crucial for preventing falls, stumbles, and missteps. But there's more. Spinach is a powerhouse source of lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that protect your vision. You might think eye health has nothing to do with joints, but think again. When your sight is sharp, you move with more confidence, tackle stairs more safely, and avoid accidents caused by delayed reflexes. Spinach also delivers vitamin K, which strengthens bones and supports healthy cartilage. That helps keep the spaces between your bones well cushioned, reducing the painful friction many people feel when walking or climbing stairs. And here's the best part. You don't need huge portions. Just a small daily serving can make a big difference. Enjoy it raw in salads or smoothies, saute it lightly with olive oil, or stir it into soups. Just don't overcook it, as heat can diminish some of its nutrients. I always tell my patients, think of spinach as a natural remedy that has no downsides but delivers plenty of benefits. Those who add it to their routine regularly report feeling less rigid, moving more freely, and noticing that heavy drag in their limbs starts to lift. So if you're looking for real, practical ways to support your joints, spinach should be at the top of your list. Simple, effective, and powerful.